Hello, Bossy World. Welcome to Boxing Blog Center. Dominic Breazeale has stated that Deontay is not a boxer. He said Wilder is a street fighter and fights like one. You can see it. And he also talked about Anthony Joshua. He said that Anthony Joshua is more technically sound. He talked about the confrontation between him and Joshua in the UK when he fought him. He said the confrontation was all about standing up for himself as a man, trying to demonstrate to Joshua that, hey, I did not come to your country to lay down. I came to win. So, and he talked about Luis Ortiz, losing to Deontay Wilder. He said that everyone was against Luis Ortiz that night, from the referee to the judges. And to be sincere, looking at that scorecards, you have to say that Dominic Breazeale is right. A lot of people don't really, rate Breazeale. I think Breazeale is a B-class fighter, and a very serious and dangerous one. A B-class fighter that's got a hell of a chin. He might not have a devastating knockout power like Deontay Wilder, but believe me, Dominic Breazeale is a far more better boxer than Deontay Wilder. Imagine if Deontay Wilder was an American. Would all this Wilder fanboys be, be behind him, be praising him, like giving him praises? Would they be doing that? I highly doubt it. Okay? Let me tell you one thing. A lot of those Wilder fanboys, who are mostly Americans, are very ignorant. I don't know where they grew up from. Maybe they grew up in a single mother households. Most of them do. And yeah, they come to my channel, talk rubbish, insult me, mock my accent, say shit. And if you look at their history, they don't even know their own language. You don't even have your own language. So how come you're insulting a guy that can speak up to 7 different languages and has his own language as well? So you come to my channel and tell me, okay, learn English. Well, you've got to know that the English language is not even yours. The English language is from England, just like the German language from Germany. The English people, when you say the English people, you're referring to people from England. That's the language. I speak English because my country, Nigeria, was colonized by Britain. But mind you, English is not my first language. I don't talk to my father in English. I talk to my father in my own fucking language. You get that? So we are very different. That's a message for you Wilder fanboys. Now let's continue about Wilder and Joshua saga. Now, Dominic Breazeale said that he believes the fight between Joshua and Wilder will go 12 rounds. Then that he will go to distance, and he sees Anthony Joshua pulling that off. He said Joshua is more technically gifted, that he is an Olympic gold medalist, and during the Olympic competition, he didn't knock anyone out. He uses basic boxing skills to win it. Some people can argue about the final Olympic or blah 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 blah. Losers cry every time. So let's give it. He won it. Okay. In my eyes, I watched it live and direct, and it was a clear win for Joshua. You might say, oh, that Emmanuel should have had it a little bit. Well, he didn't. Okay, Joshua won it, in my opinion, with clear decision. You know what I mean? So now I want to give my thoughts on that fight going to the 12 to distance. I think it might, because there's a possibility it could, because Joshua, since beating Klitschko, has really, improved a lot in his techniques. He now jabs more. He now knows how to control a fight with a jab. Remember, just looking at Joseph Parker's fight, you can see that. So Deontay Wilder ain't shit. Deontay Wilder has got to give Anthony Joshua the respect, because Wilder was in his game before Joshua even got into the scene. Wilder was around and was still seen as a prospect even after 20-something plus fights, when Klitschko was a reigning world champion. Remember, Deontay Wilder talks about the Dominic Klitschko era being boring and all that stuff, but Deontay Wilder was scared to death to step into the ring with Vladimir Klitschko. Scared to death. Okay? You can show me a video that Wilder say, "Oh, I will fight Klitschko." But did this team really work towards it? No. They didn't, because they know that if they had done that, Wilder would have been knocked out cold. Remember, Klitschko knocked Deontay Wilder out cold in sparring twice, okay? And someone who was there has confirmed it. So let's not beat around the bush. Deontay Wilder has been knocked down by a bum, Aros Conyers, in his 13th fight. He got knocked down by a bum, with many losses on his record. So you guys come to this channel and talk about me, talk about insult me, or whatever you want to do. It's your own cup of tea. But what I do, I keep it real. You know what I mean? I keep things real here. There is no ass licking here. Just imagine if Deontay Wilder was an American. All these Wilder fanboys, believe me, they would never be a fan of a guy like that. All because there is no other worthy heavyweight in America. I think Dominic Breazeale, in my opinion, is the best American heavyweight right now. Is more technically gifted than Wilder. Wilder only has power. In fact, Wilder, being the American heavyweight champion, he's a disgrace. It's a shame. Coming from the Muhammad Ali era, Larry Holmes, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, all those top names, those legends. Coming from all those legends to Deontay Wilder is a shame, because the guy can't box. He is not technically gifted. He is very clumsy. He punches like a drunk octopus. This is not a hate propaganda channel. This is a real boxing channel. A real boxing channel. Who say things as it is. I don't come here and try to beat around the bush. Listen, I give Wilder credit as well, because listen, he's managed to, get himself in this position through fighting bombs, through, being careful, through his windmilling, which is good for him. But to me, as a boxing fan, I'm not really impressed with his technique. Wilder has no technique, and all of you guys knows it. Just remember, when Deontay Wilder's his fanboys, when they talk about him, they only talk about, his right hand. They never talk about his technical abilities. They never talk about his jab. They never talk about head movement. They never talk about his footwork, because he has none of that. All he does have is just one right hand power and the right hand finish. Let's keep it real. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? So In my opinion, Dominic Breazeale is right, and you guys might not like him, but in this case, it's right. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Dominic Breazeale. I follow the guy's career, you know, but I'm not really a huge fan. But I like the guy's, character. You know, he's very gentle-minded. He's a gentle American fighter. You know, he talks trash when it matters. He don't just go online and start talking trash when it doesn't matter. In fact, we all can see that the WBC play rubbish game. The WBC Marcel Suleiman president, that guy, the WBC president, Marcel Suleiman, is, I don't know, I will leave that one for another video anyway. So, well, I'm going to really go in on WBC. I will definitely go in on the WBC. That's it for now, guys. Like the video, share, comment below, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that, guys. Cheers.